Hi, it's Mitch from PickDogs.com here with your live show. We are live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We are relentless on this show, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Of course, it's me with the Puck Dogs, Rod Zawacki and Chris Ruffalo. We've got Brian Bittler joining us live from Philly as well. And I'll tell you, we got a ton of free picks on this show for today. Lots of action out there. Not quite as big as yesterday's Major League Baseball card, but, our types of teams are coming in. What you're starting to see is that, we had a couple days where they got us, the chalk came in and beat us. But what you're seeing now is the dogs are starting to bite once again. And once you see the dogs bite, all it takes is one day. You could have 2 or 3 losing days. You have one good dog day, you're back in the plus money. And you can see that with my picks over at the premium area, as well as, my record. And you can see it with some of the other cappers as well, that it's like we're not going to sit there and hand out the Dodgers at minus 165 on the run line. That's not the premium picks you're going to get from me. You're going to get the San Francisco Giants, the Kansas City Royals, and the St. Louis Cardinals on the run line yesterday with Flaherty plus 162 on the run line. We collected our premium players. But, of course, I know the rest of the guys definitely heating up. Of course, Chris Ruffalo, Rod Zawacki, and Brian Bittler. Chris, you want to talk a little bit about what's going on today at the premium with your picks?
Yeah, I'm loving today's card. I think today's going to be a bounce back day for me. I had a rough outing yesterday, but you know what? We're going to get back to it today. We don't look back, we only look forward. I got 6 MLB games in a 6-pack, and I got a couple of NBA plays that I really like. You get all 8 plays today in my top to bottom coverage for $39.95.
The snack pack, 6-pack, Ruffalo. He says 6-pack, I start thinking snack pack. It's like pudding? I love that stuff. Rod, how about you? What do you got going on today with the premium area? I know that Rod is a little bit like me where he can get streaky, hot and cold. So it's like I think the more that, he takes one on the chin and he takes a bad loss here and there, the more he's probably sitting on a heater.
Today for me, I got Tackle the Books Thursday. I got 5 selections in there. I got 2 on the hardwood, 2 on the ice, and 1 on the diamond. I love those today.
How about you, Brian?
Guys, super excited, man. Off another winning day yesterday. Number 1 last 7 days, 69% winners for the week. NBA first round game of the year, $29.95. Get it at pickdogs.com premium picks.
Nice. Game of the year?
First round game of the year.
First round game of the year.
Oh, just going big on this one. 1 p.m. Can't miss it.
Thanks for the super chat, Ricky. Send me your information. I'll send you a t-shirt. Just like the one that I'm wearing and Rod's wearing. There's always someone wearing a Pick Dog shirt on this show. Well, because I wear the same Pick Dog shirt every day. I got a whole room full of these things. Anyways, of course, we got a good NBA card today. These NBA playoff games it's kind of like what I said at yesterday's show. Teams that got beaten up in the first game kind of said, they had to draw the line in the sand. And we saw it with Brooklyn against the Raptors, and we saw it the only team that, just the heartless 76ers. This team is just gutless. I only gave out 1 NBA premium play yesterday. It was Celtics. It was just, it was a layup. Speaking about layups, we got the Pacers plus 4 here against the Heat. Interesting game because this game was tight all the way in game 1, and I expect to see a lot of the same in this one. These are 2 teams that are very similar, so when you have similar teams, it makes for good games. And the game was tight. Victor Oladipo left the game early, scratched eye. And then Jimmy Butler throwing in 3-pointers, which you just don't see from him. But he is Jimmy Butler, the playoffs is always the time where, you see these NBA guys where they say, okay, we have guys that have big games here and there during the regular season, but the NBA playoffs is when you say, these are the superstars of the NBA. And Jimmy Butler saying, I'm one of those guys in game 1. Game 2, what do you think, Brian?
I'm thinking you're going to see a defensive battle. 2 teams that really want the game badly. The line went from 214.5 to 217. I'm seeing right now. I think it's going to go under the total, but wait till the last minute to get that total under in the bet in.
Yesterday was an awesome day. I only had 1 loss. I was 7-1 yesterday in my premium picks or something. I had like all big players because it was all dogs yesterday. We just crushed them. It's like I was getting hit on all those when all the favorites hit. You guys know who's on the bottom of the leaderboard is me. Anyways, how about you, Chris?
Yeah, I'm on the under as well. I think we see a lower scoring game. I wouldn't be surprised to see one team held under 100 points here. So give me the under 217.
Yeah, you can't say enough about Donovan Mitchell. This guy is a superstar, right? I mean, so many great superstars in the NBA right now. It makes it great to watch. And I'll tell you, as opposed to some of the NBAs that we've seen, these guys you can't do anything but root for them. Even if you're on the other team, you can at least appreciate what's going on. Rod, how about you? Pacers.
Yeah, I gotta agree. I think we got a nice defensive battle here brewing. First to 100 wins, I think. Give me the under.
Yeah, the line movement is pushing towards the over here. Spread knowledge took the over, but I like the under. I'm with you guys. We've got the Houston Rockets and the Thunder. So the Thunder were favored by about the same amount in the first game. Now the Rockets are the 2-point favorites in this one. After kind of what we saw in some of these other games that, they had the rematches yesterday where it was like, one team got way out ahead and that was it. It was just like a crack and all of a sudden the crack became a gaping, river going through it. It was like a little leak that became, it started to unfold and all of a sudden it was just, there was no stopping the momentum, and that's exactly what happened to Thunder. It was like the Raptors-Nets game. It was very, very similar. But anyways, we have the Thunder here against the Rockets. Can James Harden, 70% of the public is on the Houston Rockets, and nobody blows up a parlay like the Houston Rockets. Nobody. Brian?
I really think one of the things in handicap, and I look at, and I missed it in game one, is when a big-time superstar is out like Westbrook, a lot of guys step up and fill that void, but game two is a different story here. I think the Thunder come in with something to prove. I'll take the points.
Thank you, Hank, for the super chat from the Bay Area. Much appreciated. Chris?
Yeah, you will see some of these guys step up, but I'm not stepping in front of the Houston Rockets right now. James Harden looked like a man on a mission in game one, and I think OKC's better than what they showed, but I think Houston gets it done here.
How about you, Rod?
Yeah, I'm agreeing with Chris. Houston gets the job done here. Give me Houston.
Yeah, I'm all over the Thunder in this one. We got the Magic against the Bucks, so you got inverse line movement going on in a big way in this one. 63% on the Magic, which we were on in game one, but I don't know if I like them so much here in game two. The Bucks have kind of looked a lot like the 76ers in the bubble. They have not looked disinterested. They have not been the same team that we saw earlier this season that were winning games by 30 and 40 points. The Magic looking inspired. They are the home team, They are the home team, but, they're not at home, but they are home. So, I don't know. Brian, what do you think? The Bucks eating too many of those Disney chicken nuggets? Those things are toxic. No, they're not really toxic. They're not toxic. Let's just say if I had a choice between eating almost anything in the world or a Disney chicken nugget, I would eat almost anything else in the world. They're terrible. Just terrible. And if people from Disney would like to contact us and talk about the nuggets, I'll gladly give them some feedback.
I had the Magic in game one plus all the points, but now the public's kind of loving all up on the Magic. I'm going to look at the total here, and I think we see more of a defensive matchup here. I think it goes under the posted total. Lean to the under.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Bucks here. I think Milwaukee bounces back. You got Giannis saying that he's frustrated with how his teammates have been playing in the bubble, and I think that's going to light a fire under the Bucks for this one. I'd give me the Bucks with a 20-point win.
So getting volume issues here, but I got these guys cranked. Rod, go ahead.
Yeah, I agree with Chris here. I think the Bucks come out with a little chip on their shoulder and show how they really can play. I think they've got a little wake-up call on game one, and I think game two they come to play.
I just did an adjustment on the volume. Hopefully that worked. I don't like to crank it. It's like 'cause when you go too high, it's like you start to hear other sounds. We'll figure it out. I'll just get a new soundboard. What the hell? Well, I'll use the super chat money. We'll get a new soundboard for the show. How about that? Can't hear you guys. Another person. Huh. How about now? Can you hear us? Can you hear us now?
Check, check. Mic check.
Check.
We lost Brian. Anyways, that's overkill. Now it's way too loud.
Now
Really
it's
loud.
too loud,
Way
yeah.
better. All right. I'm not. I don't think. I guess my. Wow, it's way loud. I can see it. Testing. What happened? What did I do? Is it this one? Testing. Shoot. I wish I knew what I did. Oh man. How about now? It's not. I could see I'm way hot. We'll figure it out. Anyways, let's get to the Lakers against the Blazers, and I'll work on the sound while you guys are talking. Go ahead, Brian.
Oh man, the Lakers just seem to get me every single time, but I can't resist. We're seeing the way the public's moving on this one. I'm going to go in on the Lakers here, slightly minus the points.
How about you, Chris?
Yeah, I'm on the under here. 228.5 still seems a little bit too high, even with the Lakers poised to try to bounce back here. So I'll take the under 228.5.
How about you, Rod? I think we got
I
the
think
sound fixed here.
I think the Lakers do bounce back here. I think they come out with a chip on their shoulder and they play a full 60-minute game here. Give me the Lakers.
Yeah, I think we got the sound as good as we can get, so you guys can just adjust on your end. And I think I have the balance right. I might be a little bit high. I can't turn it up higher because I think that everybody else has it nailed in. So you could adjust the volume on your end, and it should be okay. Thank you guys for help for the feedback. It's like I would have no way of knowing, but I know that yesterday from the 6 p.m. live show I had to adjust the sound. I think I'm a little high, to be honest with you. What do you guys think? Am I a little high? I think this is better for me, right here.
Sounds right to me.
Yeah,
sounds good.
I think that's right
Yeah,
for
that
me.
sounds good.
So thanks. I appreciate the feedback. I know it's not something that everybody does on their show, and it's something that you hope goes perfect. But we're all in this together, man. Right. Anyway, speaking of in it together, Chris, Lakers, Blazers.
I'm on the under here.
Rod Zawacki.
I'm on the Lakers. Give me the Lakers here.
Okay. I don't think the Lakers have covered in about 20 years. I don't see why they would cover here. The Blazers played horribly in Game 1. I mean, when you look at the numbers, the Blazers were horrible in Game 1. The numbers were terrible, and they still won. It's like, so.
I think it's good. 20-point Laker win tonight.
I think this is where you go for the LeBron James prop bets, because this is where he just says, I'm going to take every shot. I'm going to be the ball hog. I'm going to do all that stuff. It seems to me that if Anthony Davis or LeBron James isn't taking the shot, then they're not scoring. It's just the way that it seems to be working for the Lakers right now. So, Brian, I guess they're saying your sound is bad, but
that's possible.
anyways, yeah, Joe D'Amico gave out the Clippers last night. He absolutely loved the Clippers, and they did not come through. I said, yesterday in this show that I did not love yesterday's NBA card. I thought it was a good chance to take a step back on the NBA, just take the one game that you really like the most, and for me it was the Celtics because the Sixers are just gutless. And then, take a look and see exactly how things are going to settle in, because we kind of saw a lot of chalk in the first day. The second day we saw the big upsets, and then then we wanted to see if the guys that got run out of the building said, if it was just a mismatch, a typical first round matchup, right? Like we see in the NCAA tournament, like Duke versus the play-in opponent, right? Is it that, or is it, just a bad day? And I think what we saw is, these guys can play, man. It's like the NBA in the bubble, they've come more into focus than ever before. It's a better game to watch in the bubble than the other. They've made this product a better product than their regular product. I think this NBA in the bubble is a better game than the NBA outside of the bubble. I just think it is. I think that some of the NBA players play to the crowd too much. You know, I think acknowledging the fans is always a nice thing, but I think that some of these guys just play to the crowd too much, you know? And I think we see it in the NFL. And it's going to be interesting to see how the NFL is this year if we see people celebrating these first downs, right? Which is pathetic, you know, in my book. I mean, I can't see like Larry Zonka or Jim Brown or guys like that celebrating a first down. You know, it just wasn't the way that it's done. Too loud. Oh my god.
We'll turn.
It's not too loud. I mean, no. I can see the sound meter, and it's a little hot, maybe. I mean, I could turn it down here, just a drop. But anyways, people are saying it's good, it's bad. I don't know. We already went over the Bucks Magic game, right? We just did that one.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Major League Baseball. I've kind of said my piece here on NBA. Some people think I talk too much. Those you know, you guys hurt my feelings. I don't know. I think that's what I do, right? I do 3 live shows every day. I do like 25 videos, 30 videos. It's like, what am I supposed to do? I could sit there and eat. You know, I've thought about doing shows of just me eating oatmeal, and I don't put it past me. John Curtis is pitching today for the Tampa Bay Rays up against Jimmy Paxton. Brian, the Rays, like I said yesterday, they got the number. They have their number. And, you know, Garrett Cole didn't take the loss in that game like I predicted he would. But let's just say he gave up some bomb home runs. He didn't help his cause.
we were exactly right with the Rays yesterday. I gave it as a dual dog at the end of the show. As far as this game goes, this is the one game I can't back the Rays with Curtis opening for them. But Paxton's absolutely atrocious. I'm going to go with the over 9.5.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the over as well. I think Trevor Richards is going to be the middle guy today, and he's going to give up a few. And I think Paxton, like Brian said, he hasn't been very good either, so I'll take the over.
Yeah, I 100% agree as well. Give me the over in this game.
I like the Rays. I just love betting against the Yankees any chance that I get. You guys know I love betting against the Yankees, and I love betting against the Dodgers. And yesterday it was money time. It's like all it takes is like, you know, if the Dodgers in a 162 game season, if the Dodgers win 100 games, if you bet against them every day, you've won a ton of money. That's really how it all adds up. And it's the same with the Yankees. And anyways, Chase Anderson serving for the Blue Jays against Spencer Howard. Oh my, at Buffalo, 8.5 on the total on this thing, dropping from 9. Did they all of a sudden they move the fences back there or something? I'm not really sure. Brian,
doubleheader day, isn't it?
Yeah, doubleheader.
Yeah, well, it was, but it opened at 9 for the doubleheader. I mean, Spencer Howard last time out against the Metropolitans, 3.1 innings pitched, 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 2 went flying out of the park. That was at home. Against the Braves, 4.2 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 blasts. I don't know. Blue Jays and over for me. How about you, Brian?
I tell you what, this game would have been a premium for me, but the line was out a little bit late here. Phillies lost to a terrible Red Sox team yesterday. Spencer Howard's not that good. Chase Anderson's a quality starter. I think we're getting Toronto at a good price here.
I think this is the deal of the century. You know, it came out later. It probably would have been a premium for me. I like I said, Jays and over for me. Chris?
Yeah, I'm on the Jays as well.
Well, yep, give me the Jays.
Colorful this morning, Ruffalo. It's not your normal chatty self. Chris is
nothing more that I could say.
Chris is preoccupied with something else. he's got a rack of lamb in the oven. Anyways, we got Tigers against the White Sox. White Sox delivering once again yesterday, man. It's if it isn't the pitching, it's the hitting. If it is, it's like the hitting picking up the pitching, the pitching picking up the hitting. The White Sox started the season slow. They're 14-11 right now, only 6-8 at home. Lucas Giolito, who was seen as their number one coming into the season, I think he's probably about number 3 or 4 now. The way things are shaping up. Spencer Turnbull on the other side of this one. Tigers fading fast, 2-8 in their last 10. Brian.
I think the Tigers are who we thought they were coming into the season. But in this game, I like Spencer Turnbull. I think he's one of the Tigers' best pitchers here. It's hard for me to turn down this plus money. This is one of my dual dogs. I'll take the Detroit Tigers.
Chris, you took the Tigers yesterday.
Yeah, I'm gonna take him again here today. It's like Brian said. I think Turnbull's the best pitcher in that rotation, and I think if Detroit's gonna win a game, I think it's this one against Giolito. So I'll take the Tigers here.
How about you?
I'm gonna take the over. Give me the over 8.5 here. I think we see some runs.
I love the White Sox again on the run line. We got Herman Marquez on the mound for the Rockies up against the Astros. Man, the Rockies, what was a beautiful start to the season, certainly coming unfurled in a hurry. Yet here they are as a -132 favorite. Opened at -103. This line has moved $30. Christian Javier on the mound for the Stros. Brian?
Yesterday, I liked that over 12.5 because that total just seemed too high. Today, I'm going to go under the 11.5. I think we see some good pitching from both guys today.
Yeah, Javier, last time out was super effective. The time before that, not so much. But most of his outings, he's been really solid, a 1-run or 0-run guy, and getting in really nice money on him here. Chris?
Yeah, Brian and I are on the same wavelength early today. I like the under as well. Marquez usually tends to pitch well at home, and Javier's been really good in his young career so far. So I'll take the under 11.5.
Rod, how about you?
I'm gonna take the Rockies here to get a win.
Did you get Javier confused with some of your favorite La Liga players?
No.
Javier. Rod's like, I hear Javier, I'm thinking La Liga.
La Liga.
I'm thinking the telenovela that's on at 4 o'clock.
What? That's all.
Oh, man. I like the Stros here big. It's like, I don't even understand this line. Marquez is not that good. He's like, Marquez is a guy like at the beginning of the season, they start saying, oh, he's a Cy Young candidate. It's like, I hear this almost every year. It's like, no, he isn't. He pitches in cores, and he's not that good. We got the Marlins up against the Mets. Seth Lugo getting the start for the Metropolitans. Daniel Castano on the mound here for the Marlins, and it has gotten ugly for the Marlins in a hurry. This series seems like these two teams have been playing for 2 weeks. I mean, it just seems like the Mets and the Marlins have been playing each other for 2 weeks, and the Mets have won every time. Brian, what do you think?
This isn't a game I'm rushing to the window to bet, but the Mets seem to be playing good baseball. I think they're feeling it. 3 wins straight. Slightly into the Mets here.
Yeah, I'll take the over here. I think we see some runs on the board. I wouldn't be surprised if we see double digits by the end of the game. So give me the over.
Dash Buddy, I gave the total on the Lakers game is in my YouTube video for today. So if you just go to our YouTube channel, watch the video. It's the pick is there.
I agree with Chris. Give me the over here, or the over here today. I think we're going to see some pile of runs.
Yeah, I can't go against the Mets. I mean, in this, I like the Marlins. I like them coming into the season, but I didn't like them here. And I'll tell you who I really don't like is Vince Velasquez, who's pitching today for the Phillies up against Trent Thornton. There's no line on this game because they can't think of a total high enough for a 7-inning game to put on this thing. It's like, can we put a 14 on it? It's kind of like when they price, like, it's like someone brings in a bundle of sticks into Whole Foods, right, to put into the vegetable section, like with the string around it. It's like, what is this? I don't know. Put $14 on it. They put it on the shelf, and that's pretty much how that works. And I think that's what's going on here with the Phillies and the Jays for Game 2. this is going to be these are going to be some long 7-inning games. Brian, I know you're a big fan of Velasquez because when you bring your son to the game, he probably gets a few souvenirs when Velasquez pitches. So, what do you think?
I think this is Vince Velasquez's last shot maybe to start for the Phillies this season. But whatever the over is, put $50 on the over. I think that's the safest bet.
Chris, any opinion?
And I'll take the Blue Jays for the doubleheader sweep.
Trent Thornton throws extremely slow.
He does.
There was a cartoon. Oh, it was Bugs Bunny when he played baseball. He does the slow pitch, and he puts it in there and he taps it, and it's like 1, 2, 3, you're out. 1, 2, 3, you're out. That's how Thornton throws. It's like 1, 2, 3, you're out. 2, 3. Rod.
I'll take Phillies on the run line in game 2.
Rod off
game 1. Phillies.
Rod
Off, game 2.
Off the yard goats. Anyways, we've got the Dodgers and the Mariners. Got a big Mariners win yesterday. Cash a Rooney on that thing. I love betting against the Dodgers. What did we get? Like plus 280 or something yesterday on them. Ridiculous. The Dodgers are 18-8 and minus money on the season. So I don't know. You do the math. How many games you're gonna have to win to make money on the Dodgers this year? Kikuchi has been batting practice. Clayton Kershaw here for the Dodgers. Last time we saw vintage Kershaw, but we don't see it that often. We've more seen playoff Kershaw from him recently. Brian, what do you think?
I think the Squares took it hard yesterday with the Dodgers. In this game, hard to get a feel on it, but I think it goes over the posted total. I can see Clayton Kershaw getting touched up for 3 or 4 runs, and I think Seattle makes up the difference.
How about you, Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to be foolish and lack vision, but I'm going with the Dodgers minus 2.5 here. I think we see vintage Kershaw again. It's one of those rare instances where it comes up back-to-back. And I've just seen Kikuchi get lit up way too much for my liking, so I'll take the Dodgers minus 2.5.
Rod?
Yeah, I agree with Chris. Give me the Dodgers minus 2.5. I think Kikuchi's going to get lit up like a Christmas tree.
I like the Mariners and over. Parlay them up in this one. Got the Pirates against the Indians. Trevor Williams. Oh, man. We got them all. Velasquez, Williams. They're all going today. Against Shane Bieber. You think Kershaw versus Kikuchi is a mismatch. This, to me, is... I don't even understand how they got only minus 250 on this thing. I think this is... If there's going to be a minus 300, minus 350 game, this is the one. Brian, you think the Pirates have any chance here against Bieber?
Nope. I think Bieber's a stud, and if I had to bet the game, I'm going to take minus 2.5 Cleveland in this one.
How about you, Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to do the same, minus 2.5 with the Indians and Bieber.
Rod?
I'm doing the same. Indians and Bieber.
It's a live show consensus. So we do our live show 4-pack that we do at in the premium area. This was requested by you guys, what you guys wanted. It's one pick from each of us for the day, but we're going to change that and call it the live show 5-pack. And the way the 5-pack is going to work, it's same price. Still the same price. It's just one more pick. But the way it's going to work is it's going to be one pick from each of us and then a live show consensus. So basically one pick that we all agree on, which is rare. So it's gonna take a little bit of time to get that pick in.
This might take all night to get.
Yeah, this could take all night, but I'll tell you what, it was another one of my ideas. So usually I win on these arguments, so we're gonna do it. So I don't care what it takes. We'll figure it out between us. I always say there's always more than one way to get it done, but we're gonna do it my way. Except with my wife, it always ends up being her way. Got the Twins and the Brewers. Barrios on the mound here, sinking line. He opened up minus 130. He's minus 115. Super talented pitcher, this Barrios. We loved him when he first came up. First round draft choice. He was in that Carrasco draft. He's good. But it seems that he's a number one pitcher, but it seems like he's got number two stuff most of the time. I don't know else to say it. It's kind of how Garrett Cole was in his first few years, where it's like the mistakes always seem to really cost this guy. Brian?
I think this line tells you all you need to know about this game. But as far as the total goes, I'm going to go to the under. I think Brandon Woodruff is a stud, and Barrios is due for a good outing.
How about you, Chris?
I'm going to take the over. I saw this one as about a 6-4 game. I see Barrios getting touched up again. I think Woodruff gives up a couple as well. So give me the over.
The Twins haven't scored a run since the Eisenhower administration. I mean, the offense is terrible. Rod?
I'm all over the under. Give me the under. I agree with Brian in this one. This game's going to go under, low scoring. It even helps that you got the ump in there. Jerry Mills is 9-19 to the under, or to the over.
The lucky penny, I left it at my other desk. I got to bring it in here. The two things that I need from my other desk are my chair. This chair I can't stand. I made a big mistake. I bought like a cheap chair from Target for I don't know how much it was, but terrible. I need my 1999 Internet Boom chair, my Aeron from the other room. I'm going to bring it in here because I'm spending a lot of time. It was super uncomfortable, but I also left a lucky penny out there, so I'm going to bring that in here as well. We'll start with that again tomorrow. Why not? What we'll do is we'll do the lucky penny parlay with the parlay calculator.
You know how much I love the penny. Me and him have a grudge match.
It's true. That penny's a tough ass customer, man. That's one badass penny. We got the Orioles up against the Red Sox. The Orioles really starting to dip now. Or, did someone just have their number? Meanwhile, the Red Sox could be the worst team in baseball. They're definitely a contender for the worst team in baseball. 7 wins on the season. The Pirates, still at 4. But the Red Sox with 7. 7-18, 1-9 in their last 10. The one was yesterday against the Phillies. Brian?
I'll tell you,
Nathan Eovaldi is the number one.
Yesterday. When I saw that home run leave the park, I kind of knew it was over for Baltimore. But in this game, I can't turn down plus money. I'm on Asher Wojciechowski, or however you pronounce his name. I think the Orioles get it done at home plus money.
How about you, Chris?
Yeah, I'm not laying juice on the road with the Red Sox. Give me the Orioles here.
How about you, Rod?
Yeah, give me the Orioles here. Give me Wojciechowski.
Yeah, I just struggle with this one. I just do. Anyways, we've got the Padres and the Rangers. I think this is an interesting one because we've seen Nielsen Lamet, and he's looked. When he's on, he's on. But it just seems like in the 6th inning, he's not on. He gets hit like it's usually a monster home run. I'm just not quite sold on the Padres. I think to me it has more to do with the Padres. I had one loss yesterday in my premium picks. I was like 6-1 or something. And I had one loss, and it was the Rangers, who had hit a home run in the top of the 9th inning to get it to extra innings, and then had the bases loaded in extra innings and only got 1 run out of it. Ended up, the typical Ranger thing where they walk in a bunch of guys and, Ranger bullpen, vintage Ranger bullpen, where they just walk a bunch of guys and then just finally it's like they get sick of walking guys, so they just give up the grand slam. And that was the end of the game.
The Rangers had the bases loaded in extra innings.
Yeah, they had the bases loaded in extra innings, and they got 1 run. They got 1 run out of it. That was it. It was like, you can't have the bases loaded in extra innings and get 1 run and expect to win because the other team starts with a guy on second base.
Well, bases loaded with nobody out, too.
Yeah, and tell me about it.
Well,
I'm embarrassed for them. Anyways, Kyle Gibson's going to be on the mound today. Show him who's boss. Brian?
I was sweating out that Padres game yesterday. As far as this game goes today, I think
Thank you for the super chat, Dennis. Go ahead.
And I think it goes under the 8.5. I think Kyle Gibson throws a good enough game. Padres don't score a ton.
We did the Heat Pacers game to start the show. We did the NBA segment to start the show. Sam is around. He's around. He's He's good. How about you, Chris?
I'm on the under 8.5 as well. I think Gibson shows up here, and I think Lamet has another good outing.
I love the under in this game. Give me the under 8.5.
Super chat is a function. There's a $ at the bottom of the comments there. You click on the $, you could put a donation, and everyone that gives a donation like that, if it's $5 US or more, you send me your name, your address, and your T-shirt size, and I send you a T-shirt just like the one that I'm wearing and Rod is wearing. Different sizes, same basic shirt. These are comfortable. I like these shirts. They're not those crappy ones, right? We all have them.
No.
You guys like your shirts?
Oh, yeah, it's comfortable.
I love my Pick Dog shirt.
Yeah, it's nice.
I think the sizes run a little big.
You think they run a little
extra small? Even the extra small was a nice size for my son. So.
There you go. I think the Pick Dogs, we don't have extra small, so maybe that's why it was a little big. We have regular smalls. That could be the issue. Anyways.
I know a sports chat place that was small. Right.
He's a what? He got me. So what do we say here on the Rangers and the Padres? Chris?
I think we all have the under, I think.
Oh, I like the Rangers. Got the Cardinals and the Reds. Adam Wainwright against Sonny Gray. Sonny Gray gives up about 3 runs at most for the Reds. He's only given up more than 3 runs once as a member of the Reds. And the runs that he gave up, that were, the one that he, it was 4 runs, and the 2 of the runs were when his reliever walked them in, is what happened. Lorenzen, it was the day Lorenzen couldn't find the plate, and he walked in 2 runs, and those were the 2 runs. Those were charged to Sonny Gray. That was the only time he ever gave up more than 3 runs as a member of the Cincinnati Reds. Adam Wainwright looking like he wants to hang around for a little while, though. Magic Mitchell with a $19.99, a $20 super chat. Thank you so much. Send me your information. I'll send you a T-shirt. Much appreciated. We've never really done donations. I've always had people email me all the time and say, how can we donate? How can we donate to you? Whatever. And it's like, I never really did it. And then you guys really started doing the super chat. I never even said anything about it. I didn't even know about it, right? It was like...
It's kind of like the little tip jar,
Yeah, but it's like... I always thought that it was cheesy to the people that have to donate, it was like, I always say, I'll loan you my guitar and a coffee can and you could put money in. But it's like, the super chat is kind of like a dignified way of doing it. It's kind of like, you guys are doing the show, it's free. And, we just appreciate it. We don't want it, it's fine. We're not sending it back, but I'll send you a T-shirt. And, generally, the $5 minimum on the T-shirt, the mailing and the cost of the shirt, the $5 does not cover it. It doesn't. Especially if you live in Canada or something, it's like, it cost me like $25 all in. So, whatever. I appreciate all of you guys, whether you super chat, whether you don't super chat, whether you buy premium picks, whether you don't buy premium picks. I don't care. You're all welcome in our community. It's like, I don't know. There's some guys out there where it's like money is the most important thing to them, and I don't think those people can ever be successful. I just don't think it's like, if it was just about the money for me, I'd be honest, man. I'd be done already. It's like I'd already be finished. You guys wouldn't see my million videos and all that stuff. Anyways, Brian, what do you think here? Wainwright and Gray.
I think Sonny Gray is one of the best pitchers in baseball, and Adam Wainwright, I'm not sold on him, but the Reds bullpen, give me the over here, over 8. I think it creeps over.
Tim Sunderland, I don't even understand what you're saying here. Why did people give them money at all? I don't know. Because maybe they feel like we put our time in and effort. I have no idea. Because we give away a ton for free. I'm not really sure, but we still have expenses, right? I don't know. Maybe we can go. I don't know. I could use some I have a few things. I need some stuff, moved around and maybe some yard work done. If you want to come over and work for free, we're more than welcome to do it. Though I don't know. Chris, free labor. What do you think?
I was going to say, ask me to work for free or to pick this game.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Both.
Okay. Give me the Reds here. I think Sonny Gray does enough to go deep enough that the bullpen doesn't have to do too much. So give me Cincinnati.
Oh, I see. Yeah, this guy's going to be thrown off. Anyways. How about you, Rod?
For me, yeah, you bet the Reds better hope Sonny Gray stays in there long enough. You put this game to the bullpen, and we're gonna get rocked. Give me the Cardinals here. I like Adam Wainwright on the mound.
We do the parlays at the end of the show. Yeah, the Cardinals. I think I looked this up, and over the last 3 years, the Cardinals have won 70% of their games against the Reds, and it's like I know going back further, it's even more than that. They traditionally just own the Cincinnati Reds. They own them. We go to the A's versus the Diamondbacks. Sean Manaea gets the ball here against Alex Young. Alex Young is a guy that when they called him up last year, I was really critical. I couldn't believe that they had called him up, but he did come from the Pacific Coast League, which is a total hitters league. So he had some really odd numbers for them to be calling him up. Came into the majors, and he was actually pretty good. He's up here against Manaea, though, who I think is the A's best pitcher, and that's just me. I think the A's are the team that kind of everything's always even keel, right? It's always even keel. And it's kind of but Manaea, I think, has the highest upside of all their pitchers. Brian, what do you think in this one?
Yesterday, I jumped off of Arizona, but today I'm back on them. I think this is the second game. My dual dogs like Arizona Diamondbacks to get the win here.
Thank you, Daniel, for this super chat. Send me your information. I'll send you a T-shirt. Chris?
Well, I'll take the over here. I think we see a higher scoring game. I think the offense has come to play today.
Rod?
Yeah, I agree with Chris. I like the over here. Give me the over.
All right. We go to the Giants against the I like the A's. We got the Giants against the Angels. Brian? It's Gausman serving for the Giants against Jose Suarez. We got a pitching change. It was Heaney, and now it's Suarez. Yeah, that's a big change. What do you like?
I don't know I don't know when they're going to start firing guys in LA Angels, man. I mean, I look at Justin Upton's contract. The guy's getting $20 million a year. He's batting .095. This Angels team's bad. I'm going to go with the over 9 here. I don't like either pitcher.
How about you, Chris?
I'm going to go with the Giants. It's like Brian said, you're going to start having a fire sale for the Angels soon. And the Giants, I'm not looking to back them consistently, and Gausman's burned me in the past, but he's been all right this year, so I'll take the Giants.
How about you, Rod?
Yeah, give me. I'll take the Giants here too. Give me the Giants.
Yeah, I like the Angels, but I'm a little less into them now with Suarez going as opposed to Heaney. I thought it was Heaney against Gausman, but Gausman's terrible, and Suarez really hasn't been that bad. The thing is, when you look at Suarez's numbers, he has a few bad outings, and it was against the Yankees, it was against the Indians, last year when they were, playoff team. It's like it's been against the really good teams where he struggled. Boston when they were a playoff team. This is why he has the big career ERA, but against the regular teams, he's fine, He's fine. I still like the Angels. I don't think the Giants are going to be stringing together all the many wins as much as I liked them yesterday. I'm off them today. Anyways, I'm just doing a little housekeeping here on the I have 4X t-shirts. I don't have any more 2X left, but the biggest size I have is 4X. So if that's the big boy size, we have them. I think we have a couple 3X sports chat shirts left. We definitely don't have any more 2Xs. I'm gonna have to try and order some of those, but it might take a little while. We got the NHL, just 2 games today. And let me see. So in the NHL, the Stars and the Flames, I can't tell you guys enough how much fun we've had doing the Stars and Flames videos. It's, for some reason, I don't know, by the time I get to the videos, right? So I've done at that time I've done 2 live shows. Now it's 3 live shows, right? I've done 2 live shows. I've done 25 other videos. Plus I've talked to a lot of you guys on the customer service on premium. I've had a full day, and I'm in here, and it's like we never get through the Stars and the Flames without. It's just this series, without just, I'm laughing so hard I can't stop. I'm crying. If you ever watch their Stars versus Flame videos, you'll see the one that actually makes it out to YouTube, I'm barely holding it together. Like, barely. I'm looking in the other direction. I'm looking up. I'm just doing whatever I can to not laugh. Just like, someone will just say something that sets me off. But this series might be coming to an end here. The Stars have a chance to put the Flames away. I know Rod is the acting mayor of Calgary. He just is a people person, and he's a man of the people in Calgary. Just nothing but nice things to say about the people of Calgary in general. He is Mr. Chamber of Commerce. He's a walking Chamber of Commerce, is what he is for Calgary. Rod, how do your Flames look here?
I think Calgary can hop on the bus and take the 2-hour drive south back home to Calgary. They can exit the bubble at Edmonton. Give me Dallas.
How about you, Chris?
Yeah, I'm on the Stars as well, but wouldn't surprise me if Calgary stuck it to us. Just we had to go to a Game 7 and film one more video.
How about you, Brian? Anything on this?
I'll tell you, yesterday 4-1 of my free NHL pick videos, but I lost my favorite one with the Blues. But today, going with the Calgary Flames here, I think they stretch it out to 7.
So the super chat, the way that it works, it's on YouTube. I'm just trying to handle like 5 different accounts here. That's why I'm kind of all over the place. So we have the all over the place. Islanders and the Capitals. So the Islanders still have a chance here to close out the Caps, but Ovechkin has been awoken, according to Rod. Rod is like, he loves the, not just the game itself, but he kind of like the whole thought process of the way that hockey works. And it's kind of like, you had a chance to put them away. You could have put your foot on top of the, can and just shut it and, held them down, and that would have been the end of it. The fire would have been put out. But now you let the monster out, and right? You're in big trouble. Islanders and Caps, Rod. I know this is one that you really have some strong opinions about.
Oh yeah, big time. The Islanders didn't put them away. You let them back into the series completely. Ovi looked like a beast in that game. He's a man on a mission. Maybe Washington here today. They come back and they send this series to Game 6.
How about you, Chris?
Yeah, I'm with Rod on this one. I think Washington gets back into the series. It's a group of veterans that aren't afraid of a little adversity. I think the Islanders may have a chance to close it in Game 6, but I definitely see a Game 6 in this series. Give me Washington here.
Brian?
The Capitals got woken up after that bad first period against the Islanders. I definitely think the Capitals, this is the best bet of the day in the NHL. Capitals all the way.
All right. Well, that wraps up our NHL segment. Now we're going to go back to our parlays that we end the show with. Yesterday, we did not use our MetaBet calculator. I don't know. They got mad at me, so I wasn't sure if we were going to continue our relationship with them, to be honest with you. But we are, because they love us and we like them. It was kind of a little spat that we had, I know you guys probably find this a little difficult to believe, but I can be difficult at times. Anyways, we're going to go to the parlays. Our first parlay of the day, we will bring in, well, how do we do what we always do? Chris Ruffalo. What sports are you going with today? So the way our parlay calculator works is you go to Pick Dogs or Sports Chat, you click on the parlays tab, and you can see how our ads are geo-targeted. Friendly surf instructors here in Maui. But Chris, what sports are you going with today?
I'm going with 2 baseball and 1 NHL.
So you picked your sport, and then so the baseball, are you on the run line, over, totals?
I'm doing 1 total and 1 money line.
All right, so we got a money line. Who's your money line playing baseball?
The Baltimore Orioles.
So it goes with the Orioles, and who's that with? The over and under total?
Oh, the over in the Arizona Oakland game.
Arizona, Oakland. And then what's your other pick? That game has moved to 9 from 8.5.
And the Washington Capitals money line.
And in NHL, the Washington Caps money line in a pick'em. $20 pays $172.39 at PointsBet in New Jersey. You can look at the different books here and compare. You can see the difference. So, like yesterday, BetMGM, or 2 days ago, BetMGM was the big payer. Today, it's PointsBet. So you have to kind of shop the books. It's always better to have more than one book. You can see at PointsBet, it pays a full $20 more on a $20 parlay than it does anywhere else. Some places more than others. So you could Sugar House, and you could check all the different books. But Chris's $20 parlay, you can see right here, it's the Capitals to win, the over in the Arizona-Oakland game, and Baltimore Orioles to win. Okay, let's bring in Rod Zawacki for his parlay. We got Rod here. Let me reset our parlay calculator. What are you going with, Rod?
1 hockey, 2 baseball. The first hockey going to Washington.
Okay.
First baseball, the Cardinals money line.
With the
Twins under.
And the under in the Twins game. $20 pays $164. That's 8-1 on your money. Once again, PointsBet is the big payer here.
Love that.
Just slightly less at BetMGM, less than $1 less. But $7 better than DraftKings, $3 better than FanDuel, and $7 better than Sugar House. So that's why it's more than that, actually, because it's $164. So this is why it pays to have more than one sports book. Of course, you can go to the parlay calculator at PickDogs, click on the sports book that you want with your parlay, click play now, and your state that you're in. We have all different states available where sports betting is legal, and we'll continue to add more. And you can just bet your parlay just like that. Okay. Thank you, Brian. You're up. Let me clear us out. We're going to put you in Jersey today. I know you're in Philly. I can't see you. You got your head out of the screen. There you go.
I'm doing a little bit of extra adjustments.
Don't think.
I'll tell you what. I got a 4-game parlay for you here. 2 NBA, 1 Major League Baseball, 1 NHL.
Go baseball first since I'm on that screen.
Baseball, Detroit Tigers money line.
Detroit Tiger early game. All right. And then
Thunder money line.
Okay.
Lakers minus 6.5.
Okay.
And the Capitals.
Capitals now moving to a bigger favorite here against the Islanders. Maybe some people watching the show. $20 pays $373 at DraftKings. So you can see DraftKings is the biggest payer on Brian's parlay, multi-sport. It's the same at BetMGM, but it's $20 less at PointsBet, which had the higher payout on both Rod and Chris's parlays. So that you guys, I'm trying to explain how the parlay calculator works and just show you guys, the benefits of having more than one book. And it's so easy to sign up for a new book. You just hit play now. But we don't have it. There's only 6 states in the U.S. that are doing online betting, or 7. They'll be adding more and more and more. Some, probably in 6 months we'll be doing this, and it'll be going up and down the entire screen, of the states that are where it's legal. At least that's what we can hope. Anyways, my turn for the parlay. You guys know I don't do NHL. We're just going to stick to Major League Baseball, and you guys know I only do dogs in my parlays, so that's the way that we're going. I like the Astros with the Brewers with the Orioles. So it pays 10-1 on your money at DraftKings. Anyways, bring everybody back in for the big finish here. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. I enjoyed it as usual. We have our 6 o'clock show. It's going to be a little different format today. It's going to be closer to what you see here, but we're going to have multiple guests, including these guys are all going to be on as well as guests. So we will see how that goes. It's a work in progress, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be, I'll try and talk more. And of course, we'll try and act more professional tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you later.